And welcome back to the RambleCast after that
Hey,
10-minute break. This part of the RambleCast is going up first, by the way, where we talk about news on YouTube. And then so if you're wondering, this is the first episode, the first part of it. It's basically, I'm just switching it around a bit. Next time it will be better. So continue with the news. Who wants to tackle the news? I tackled a bit of news.
George, you want to start out with you want to start out with your stories, George?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Basically, the first thing I was going to bring up, which has been spoken about for the last couple of days a little bit, which is Blizzard recently releasing that Overwatch is no longer, it was basically not going to be free to play anymore. Instead going.
Just a quick thing. It's been talking about a little bit.
Okay, it's been spoken about a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, and basically, however, I was looking, apparently it's been confirmed now that it is now been changed to being a $40 release on PC and $60 on consoles.
Oh, how I understood that was it was $40 for the normal edition and $60 for the special edition.
Oh, that may be correct, actually, yes.
Yeah, no, that's just how I understood that story.
Yep, no, sorry, yep, we're looking at the article. That is how it works. I was just wrong.
Okay.
So yeah.
My pleasure.
So it's basically just, I thought I'd just kind of get some opinions on whether people think it'll function better as a free-to-play or if the price jump is really worth it, considering they've been advertising it and building hype as it being like a free-to-play game.
Like Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, because as far as like, it kind of just is very similar to TF2 anyway. I don't know if that's the kind of the idea that they've gone, well, if TF2's free, we'll make them pay for this. That makes it different. But, yeah, thought to see what people's opinions were on that.
I say Blizzard can't design hats.
Yeah.
That's
The thing-
that's why you have to pay for the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that there's not going to be a lot of as far as I know, I might be wrong. There's not going to be a lot of community involvement like the Steam Workshop in Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
So, how will they make their money off of vanity items?
No, that's what they were planning. But that's why they went to the pay model again, because I think they're not gonna really have vanity items. They're just now gonna release it as a game, because I think they don't have that same connection as Valve has with consoles. Because I do believe Team Fortress 2 is on Xbox and stuff.
It is, yeah.
Kaviex?
It's nowhere near updated as it is
Yeah.
on the PC, but it is on consoles.
And it's also free to play on consoles.
Yes, just a question.
Sorry.
Is it enough of a game to stand alone as a game? I mean, look, Team Fortress's thing has always been, that's a free multiplayer game, and it's not really somebody. Look, I'm talking about the original Team Fortress, right? It was released with Half-Life, and it was a case of, look, here's a little bit of a bonus for you guys. Thanks for buying the game. Here's a little multiplayer experience for everybody. Nobody thought it would be quite as huge as it is, but it was a little extra. Now, what I'm asking is Overwatch enough of a game to stand on its own to be worth buying?
Not at that price. I would compare it if I had to go and say what market that has to fall in. I would say that will fall into the Counter-Strike market. And if you look at CS:GO, that's $10.
Yeah,
So-
I can't see it competing with Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is far too established. Counter-Strike's got the community behind it. It's got a better price tag. It's been around for longer and is more recognized. And it hasn't done. It didn't claim it was going to be free to play and then suddenly flip and charge, $40 for it.
Yeah.
So.
So no, that's my main thing.
Sorry, no. All I want to say is $40 is that's AAA prices almost.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not a slight increase. It's not like, oh well, we thought it was going to be free to play, but now because we're adding perhaps we're giving out some bonuses or something, we've ramped it up to being like a $12 game. So it's
Yeah.
like the price of like, it's like, say for example, if you use Kickstarting something, that's about the price you would expect to pay for like a beta or alpha or something. You're like, you pay $12 to get into it, but then the rest of the game is full of vanity items you can spend more money on if you want, but at least you can play multiplayer for $12.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. If they add a price tag to it, $40, then they shouldn't have an in-game shop, I believe.
Yes, everything should be
Not
unlockable in-game without buying.
Yes.
See, this is an interesting thing because I didn't know, because I've always been a massive Halo fan, and I didn't know until Halo 5 was released and I was actually playing it myself that has microtransactions in it.
It does.
It does, yeah. They aren't a big thing. Basically, how the game works is there's a game mode called Warzone, which is one of these secondary game modes, and basically you buy what are called rec packs, and you get them in bronze, silver, and gold, and you can buy these all within game points as well, and it doesn't take long to do, which is why I'm not massively against them being in the game. But yeah, for some reason they have also added the option to buy these rec packs, and basically all they contain is armor unlocks, so changing your Spartan's looks, as well as they contain weapon drops. And the weapon and damage drops, speed boosts, things like that, things that increase your reload time and sprint speed and things like that.
Isn't those one-use items?
They are one use, yeah, and you can only use them in Warzone, so they don't affect the actual ranked system of the game. Which is, if they did that, then I'll be massively against it because it's allowing people to possibly pay for an advantage. But they are kept completely separate from any kind of ranked, which is why it doesn't really do too poorly.
And I don't like microtransactions, but I'll be fine with that Halo style. If you say it's that easy to farm up points to actually buy them,
it is.
if
I
that's
can play.
actually in the game, all good.
Yeah, like you get like each of my games, I get roughly 800 to 900 rec points. It's 10,000 rec points for a gold pack, which is the highest you can get. So you're looking at roughly playing 11 or so games, 11 to 12 games for a gold pack, which isn't too bad. You know, that's playing the game for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And the prices, the packs themselves aren't priced too aggressively. You know, for a gold pack, I think it's around £2.50. I don't know what it would be in dollars, but
I'm guessing the dollar one will also be $2.50 if I just had to guess, because you guys always get screwed.
Yeah,
pretty much, yeah. But so that's what it was just a weird thing I noticed when I first opened the game. It's just like they've put them in there purely for the case of if people want to be lazy, you know, which I think is, if you're going to add a microtransaction, that is kind of the best way to do it, because there's no content hidden behind the paywalls in the game. You know, everything you can get through playing it, and it's not even like it's a massive time investment. You know, like you can have it, say, like Clash of Clans on mobile phones and stuff like that, or any mobile game. You can go through like literally skip days of playing for spending £5. You know, that's not how it works in that. It's quite you know, you save an hour and a half by paying £2.50, which at that point, you know, you're only going to be doing that if you do just not care about your income. So I think that's a better way to do it.
Or you say you're limited to an hour worth of play a night. You'll pay the £2.50 to just get your first part of the night that you can spend out of the way, and then just get to the part you want to play.
Yeah. So I guess it depends on how Overwatch end up running anything in game with. Like, if they end up making it so that there's, like, say how League of Legends does it with Riot Points, if they make it so there's only cosmetic items you can get through paying, then paying $40 for the game on top of having to pay to make any kind of change in the game, that's not going to go down well with people. But if they make it so that you can unlock it all by random drops, or you can do it by getting in-game currency and just spending it through spending time in the game, I think the $40 price tag might be worth it. It depends if the game itself is actually worth $40.
The thing that I can tell you that I know, and Slabwrangle, please, are you alive, Slabwrangle?
I'm listening.
Okay.
It's just I've voiced my opinion so many times on this that
Yeah.
I think everybody knows exactly what I feel. So I'm quiet. I'm
To be
listening.
fair, I haven't been there, so I haven't heard it. But I can. If you want to summarize it quickly.
Long story short, I think microtransactions and DLC are from the devil and will eat your souls and the souls of everybody on this planet. In short,
I could tangent onto DLC for quite a long time, but that's going quite off topic. So
and back to rambling.
yeah, that's the thing. I will try to prevent that and keep on what's going on at the moment.
The thing that I want to say about the whole Overwatch thing with the $40 price hike, it's Blizzard. They, except for 1 or 2 games, they do release quality games.
They do, yeah.
The thing is, when I say 1 or 2 games, I'm basically talking about Diablo 3. The thing is with Overwatch is it's probably, I believe, like, it's a Blizzard game. It's gonna be brilliant.
Yeah,
that's
what I think of it.
Definitely a more easier to play. It'll be easier to play than, let's say, Team Fortress, I believe. Because look at what they did with Hearthstone. It's a dumbed down Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. I was wondering if you were going for it's going to be even more dumbed down than Team Fortress 2. Everybody's going to be on wheels. Just
you have like, 1 class and 1 gun. Go fight.
Luckily not. But I know I probably will get the game because streaming it will be fun.
Yeah, I can see myself getting it.
Yeah, but $40, I'll just have to do it. I'll just have to bite that bullet.
It's a lot of money to pay for what is essentially a secondary game. You know, I mean, Portal was free and, well, sort of. And
I think the thing you got to remember those is like
I would pay
TF2
$40
and
for
Portal weren't free to begin with. They were both released as part of the Orange Box and were originally paid for, but they eventually decided to release them for free, which is the opposite that Overwatch has done. They said they'd release them for free and then decided to charge. But I guess they've just got to try to be opposite of Valve all they can.
Look, if you take a look at Portal, it was part of the Orange Box, but in a manner of speaking, it was free. But it is one of those games that I would have actually paid about $40 for. So the question is, do you think they could pull it off? I mean, could Overwatch be something that good?
I think it depends on how well they support the community for it.
Yeah,
that's what seems to make a game sink or swim nowadays.
And the thing is, if they do happen to mess it up like Diablo 3, will the next expansion pack of Overwatch fix everything?
Well, to be fair, at least they did fix it. I mean, they didn't just pretend it never existed.
Although they would like to.
Sorry. I was just going to say, that's another thing, is that if they're charging for the game initially, are they then going to charge for DLC or content patches that are going to come out, like map packs and things like that? Because if it was free to play, those would be a little bit more understandable to charge for. If it's pay to play and then pay to keep up with rotations, like how COD does it, that's a little bit more of a problem once again. So,
what's your next one, George?
Sorry, I was just going to say at the end of that, I think it's very difficult to get to the bottom of it while there's still many unknowns about how the game is going to function in like 6 months, a year's time. So, because it depends on what they do from here. They can charge $40, and they're going to, but you know,
I want to see them backtrack. Sorry, I'm going to quickly just tangent here before you go to your next story and get it. I can see them backtracking, where they're actually going to charge people now, and 6 months see we don't have the community we wanted. Damn, it's free to play again, people.
Well, like Elder Scrolls Online, basically.
Yeah. You guys paid for early access. That was the $40 was early access fees. Now it's free to play.
Yeah,
I can see that happening. Okay.
Yeah, the next thing to segue into, which is basically more of like less of a news article and more of an opinion-based thing, really, but it's more on how you view current games as kind of being art pieces and things like that. And the thing I've decided to use for this, which is going around a lot recently, is Undertale. I don't know if you guys have heard of Undertale or not.
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah.
I've not actually heard of it. What is it all about?
Undertale is basically a RPG / bullet hell game that focuses on bringing through choices to the player, and you play through a story basically, and the main thing of the game is you can either go through the entire game killing everything, or you can go through the entire game not killing everything, and there's choices that, or there's effects that happen because of those implications.
And apparently, like, massively, like, some people spoke about it in the sense of emotional things happening.
Yeah,
in the game.
Like there is quite a, like honestly, this is why I'm slightly opinionated in this one. I adore Undertale personally. I think it was a fantastic game, and I really like the story in it. And it's one of the games I've gotten the most engrossed in, without ever trying to think of how to phrase it, without even playing it myself. You know, I watched a Let's Play of it, and even then, even though I wasn't the person making the decisions, I still felt the impact of everything that was going on, because I felt the storytelling was that good in it, and the humor and everything, and it bounced off it so well that it was able to really bring together quite a good game. But the thing with that is, a lot of people are saying, at the end of the day, is it actually a good game? You know, does it have strong mechanics? You know, are the graphics good? Does it run well? Things like that. You know, all those kind of the things where it's just like, the game may spread a very good message and people may love the story, but is that good enough for a game now? Like, does it have to have things to back it up past that, or is it essentially something being an interactive novel with some gameplay elements good enough to release as a title?
I would say yes. Because if you go back a couple of years, looking at what the old Quest adventure game sort of evolved into, they were essentially interactive novels, and all you had was story. I mean, take a look at the second Gabriel Knight game. It was a series of scanned images, basically, that you would go from one frame to another, and there'd be just story to drive it. And a lot of it took place in your imagination, and, you know, that was enough. It was a very engrossing game. So, in my opinion, I think a story is enough. I think mechanics are a distraction and sometimes get in the way. You know, it has to be fun, granted, that there has to be some mechanics, but they shouldn't be the focus. They should complement the story, in my opinion, in terms of RPGs in particular.
It's
yeah, you go first, Zaffa.
It's the whole argument of games versus art, or games is art or not. And going into that argument, and Slabwrangle and I have talked about this at length, it's essentially up to the person. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Is it a game? Well, if you think it's a game, I think it's a game. I haven't experienced Undertale yet, or I've seen like a 50-minute first look at of it, and it looked amazing. It looked fun to play. I wanted to play it. I wanted to really, like, this could be a cool game to play. But I never got around to it, or never bought it, or anything. You know, it's like one of those things, like, it looks cool, I'm not going to buy it. But
it might be on my wish list for a year or two, and then I'll forget about it and go, what's this again?
Yeah. I think it's actually on my wish list. And I would say, what you've seen based on... I would ask you this. What you've seen based on that playthrough. Is the mechanic sound enough to make it a game? Is it an art installation? Is it...
It's difficult to say, because the game plays differently dependent on if you do what's called a genocide run or a pacifist run, which is, as you can guess, killing everything or saving everything.
Yeah.
Because if you do the genocide run, the game plays more like an RPG, where you equip items, you attack things, you level up, things like that. However, if you're doing a pacifist run, the game plays more like a puzzler / bullet hell. Where you talk to things as opposed to hitting them, and they'll then basically change their dialogue slightly, and then you work out through what they're talking about and the options you have to talk about to try to get them to a point where they no longer want to fight. And
it's like this person.
You bullet hell.
Yeah, it's like this person feels sad. Then one of the options is cheer them up or tell them a joke.
Yeah, there's a creature in the game which is called a snowdrake. I think it's called a snowdrake, and all it does is make ice-related puns. And basically is trying to be a stand-up comedian. So one thing you do in the game is you don't do anything. You just keep looking at it until it makes a pun, because it'll be random every couple of turns if it makes one or not. And when it makes one of these, you then have to laugh at the joke, and then it feels better about itself. And then you compliment it, and then you can then save it. So it's an interesting little thing about kind of like, because it's giving the control to the person that they can just get frustrated, they can just kill it and get on with their day if they can't figure out the puzzle. But it's kind of more putting the choice onto the player of if they are willing to listen to these things and get kind of like a little bit attached to them and just go, oh, there you go on your way now. You know, you're happy, you're content, of which instead of just, you know, putting your foot on their throat and walking away. So
ultimately, sorry, carry on.
I was just going to say, I think when it comes to the mechanics, like, I do think the mechanics are a little bit limited in Undertale, honestly. Like, there's not really much to the genocide run. You equip some items, you buy some things, and you hit some things. Like, it's just a generic RPG in that sense. I think the mechanics are better when you play it as a pacifist run.
That's the thing.
Obviously, you have the puzzling and the bullet hell and things like that.
When I saw that those options showed up on the first look of the game, I was like, based off of that, what I've seen, I want the game.
Yeah.
I want to play the game. You know?
Just whisper me that link, Kaviex, and I'll just paste it.
I forgot I wasn't modded. The chat's getting angry at me.
But
I think, you know, ultimately, I think what makes a game is one question. Is it entertaining? Does it entertain you? Is it interactive entertainment? And if any of those questions are yes, then it's a game.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
That is basically what it comes down to, because you can call the game kind of pretentious all you want, and if it has a false message, or, you know, if having a good story just isn't good enough, then chances are those people didn't enjoy the game, you know, and at that point they're not going to enjoy it regardless, really, because obviously it didn't meet the mechanics, or it didn't meet the story, it didn't meet a requirement for them to enjoy it. You know, regardless if it's considered a game or art, you know, the line's being blurred more and more as time goes on.
I mean,
sorry.
Have you tried? I think it's a PlayStation. I think it's a PlayStation only game, or it might be on Steam. I'm not sure. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
I have seen it. I haven't played it myself, but I've seen it.
The thing is, there's no real voice acting in the game, right? And the game uses its mechanics to tell the story.
Yeah.
And Total Biscuit, like I said, this is one of the best games that he's played in a long time, because he's never been like... It's a roller coaster of an emotional ride.
Yeah.
And I wonder... Maybe I should just get it and play it on stream and freak the hell out. But that game uses its mechanics because you use... The one brother is controlled with that thumbstick. The other brother is controlled with that thumbstick. And their actions correspond with the two thumbsticks on the bumpers. And it's literally a case of, while the one brother runs this way, this one has to run that way to do something. But that working together is the essential gameplay mechanic. And that is... the reason for the game. That's the reason that you call it a game. And like I said, that's...
Yeah. I think that links back to a little thing Mac was saying before about mechanics getting in the way a little bit of games. Because the one reason I never got into that was because I don't like the idea of just the simple control scheme of it. I understand the reason it's in the game, and I don't begrudge it for being in it. I couldn't really see what else they could really do, but I found the control of it really annoying, which is why I chose to watch someone play it as opposed to play it myself. So I could basically just take on the story without getting frustrated at the controls. Which is, I guess, is one of the reasons why maybe you could argue Undertale doesn't have particularly complicated mechanics. You know, it's basically just dialogue and a little bit of like 5 to 10 seconds of a bullet hell every now and then you're back to story. Then you have a little break to actually do something, then you're back to story again. And it once again just goes back into that discussion of, you know, mechanics over story, really.
Yeah.
It's hard with all of these games. Say I would put all of this also under the guys who do all the Walking Dead series stuff and all of that.
Telltale games.
Telltale. Because the games, it's well acted. They do their own style of graphics, which is good, and there's a story, but I'm never that into what they're putting in front of me to really carry on. I got the whole Walking Dead one. I played the episode 1 from the first one, and I've never continued from there. I just didn't like the style of, and I'll be most probably 99% of people will disagree on that with me, but in that game it just didn't work for me. How they do their interactions and quest type things and stuff, it wasn't my style. And with Undertale, from the bit I've seen, I like when you go back to retro graphics and stuff, but you should also have it priced at that point, because I think Undertale is how much at the moment?
Undertale is currently £6.99, or I'm guessing roughly $12.
I'll quickly just check.
It's probably just $12, yeah. Because there's no it might be $6. I don't know.
$10.
$10.
So that is reasonably priced. It's like if that was $5, it would be an immediate buy if you think you can like this game. $10 is, do you know enough of the game that you'll actually buy it? So no, I have no qualms with their pricing as it is at the moment anyway, because most of it's just bad when they come out with an indie game and it starts out with a $20 or $30 price tag. Then you're like, you're coming in and showing us you're an indie developer. Why are you charging the same or more than the bigger developers?
Yeah.
Why? Are you really that money hungry? Are you going to do one thing and then cash out? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right, well, should I move on to the next one? Does anyone have anything else to say on that?
I'm pretty okay with it, Mac. Slabwrangle?
Yeah, no, I think that pretty much covers it, yeah.
Okay. Right, well, the next one I had up, which is mainly just so we could get it on the podcast, because I think it would be important, because everyone wants to rant about it, is speaking a little bit about Fallout 4, since it's just around the corner.
Yes.
I personally am quite... There are no spoilers. Yeah, I suppose I explicitly haven't looked at any of the story stuff, so I couldn't even give spoilers.
The thing is, I'm on a media blackout for that game, because I'm gonna stream it about 5 days after its release. I'm only gonna start streaming it then, because then most of the bigger streamers have finished it and everybody's finished playing it, so then everybody can watch me suck at the game, you know. and like, everybody's like, oh, have you seen this video? Like, somewhere leaked footage came out, and I'm like, no, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Don't want to know anything about the game. I want to get in there and go, it's a Bethesda game.
Yeah, I mean, some of the things that are coming out of it looks very good. Like, I'm cautiously optimistic about it, because the thing is, there's not that much about the game yet. And sorry, 1 second, my dog is barking.
Oh.
While he's on a mute for a sec, yeah, I just hope this Pip-Boy app and everything they've brought out with the Fallout 4 series now doesn't turn into a GTI 5, where it also had the app for GTI 5.
GTA 5, yeah.
And GTA 5. Again, can't get myself. So that app was horrid. I know this one is actually going to be better, but where it's like you can feed your dog before the game releases and everything, and I'm like, what? Play with your dog. I'm like, I never got a Tamagotchi when I was young because I thought it was stupid. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
And if you don't know what a Tamagotchi is, go Google it.
Even I had a
yeah,
Tamagotchi.
but you're old. Go ahead with your story.
I'm trying to remember where I was at now.
What have you seen about Fallout? Yeah, cautiously, yes.
Yeah, cautiously optimistic about it because there hasn't been that much about it, and a lot of people I find are falling into the kind of trap of it's the new Fallout game, everyone wants it, let's just say it's amazing because it probably will be, but they've had such a good track record that it will probably be good. But like the things I've seen from it, I do like the look of. Like I like the idea that power armor is now a little bit more of a big thing. Like you can't just equip power. Well, at least it appears you can't just equip power armor from your inventory anymore. You actually have to go and walk into the suit, which I always thought was a little bit better because it was kind of a case in Fallout 3. You'd walk around in power armor, and then when you needed to chat to someone, you'd quickly like whip it off and chuck on a bowler hat, so your charisma went up, and then had to chat to them.
Yeah.
Which was always a little bit weird. But I also like the idea that you can have your own strongholds and things like that and kind of defend it from raiders. The graphics, I think, look all right. Like some people have complained about the graphics, that they don't look different enough from 3 in New Vegas. And
it looks different enough from 3 in New Vegas. What I've seen, it looks like a Fallout game.
Yeah. Yeah,
what do you want?
That's my main thing with it. It doesn't look like it isn't a new amazing like AAA like the way Crysis broke graphics when it came out and how they aim to do that. It's not that level of graphics, but I think it's fine for the universe it fits into. Like it doesn't need to really look any better. Half the time you're looking at everything's destroyed anyway.
Yeah,
like, everything's supposed to look shit. So it doesn't really matter.
I'm just worried that they will have this time, like in Fallout 3 and New Vegas. 3 had a green filter on. New Vegas had a yellow filter on. Hopefully they don't go with pink this time, or hopefully they do a no filter.
No, I'm going for, just from the coloring that I've seen, I'm going to go for they're going to put a blue filter on.
Shit.
Or just do what I do and just download a mod on PC so it gets rid of your filter.
yeah, Fallout is amazing. The main thing that I'm looking forward to, and this is my kind of MMO days when I started my first MMO, Ultima Online by the way, is the fact that you can build your own little town and you have to defend it against raiders and you can create trade routes and stuff like that. I can't wait to see how that thing pans out in the game itself. It'll probably be buggy as hell, but
well, it's a Bethesda
but still something needs yeah. No, have fun for the first month or whatever, and then come back to it 6-7 months later, and most of it should be patched and ready.
Most of it should be fixed for free.
Yeah, at least they do tend to fix it for free. Or at least the community does it for free. So one way or another, the game will be not broken at some point.
It's I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I'm on a, like I said, media blackout. I don't want to hear anything. I'm gonna go. Like most of the bigger streamers I follow will be streaming Fallout 4.
Yeah.
For the next week, I'm not going to watch any of them. If they appear in a YouTube show that I watch and they start talking about Fallout, I'll mute it. Fuck that shit. I want to be on a Fallout blackout. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm Fallout 4. How's it? Oh crap. I should have changed that. How disgusting, right? I was so excited about Fallout 4.
You were doing so well up to this point.
Yeah. I'm excited. I want to see what the world will give me, what I can do in that world. And it'll probably be walk around and then you're alone again, and I stand on the side of a mountain and my character commits suicide.
Apparently we play games to be happy now, but that just happens.
But that just happens, yeah.
I got so overhyped on this game. I'm suicidal now.
The thing is, I got the game for free because I helped out in the charity event. And if I had bought the game, I'd probably be more hyped about it. But it's like, I got it. I preloaded it last night. I
was trying
preloaded.
to, but it kept crashing.
I preloaded. Oh no! Everything when those files started downloading, everything on my PC went like, "What the fuck are you doing? Are you trying to watch this YouTube video? No, you're not. Finish the Steam thing first, and then watch your YouTube videos."
Okay, so how big was your preload?
25 gigs.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 25.
No, I was just checking size-wise as to what was correlated where they say the game's going to be 28 gigs.
Gonna be 25 gigs and another. It'll probably it releases on the 10th,
3 gigs.
right? It releases on the 10th.
Yes, yeah.
So, and it releases on the 10th wherever you're at in the world. So
Except for
Australian.
Japan. Japan get it on December 7th.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Because Japan's weird, man. That's why.
yes, Japan's weird. That's.
Cause of Japan.
I mean, Australians will get it first, then, right? Technically.
Yes.
Oh.
Providing
Well, it depends how they do the release on Steam.
They do it 1 minute after 12 wherever you're at
In your region.
in your region. So
Because they have done it with things before where they've staggered it. So I've had some games release at 6 in the morning for me. I don't know if that's so it's in time with the American release. But sometimes they do push back, or I guess they can't push forward, but I'd imagine they can push back release dates to try to get as many people playing it at the same time.
Yeah,
I would love to.
I've also noticed where they basically do a preload through the whole world, from Australia, then crossing over to America, and then the next day on the American time frame, the game will completely load up on the same time everywhere. Because I've noticed a lot of games like that as well. But as I also understood the Fallout thing, they're going to be your region, 1 minute after 12, games available to you.
So tomorrow evening, after I finish streaming, I will be able to play Fallout 4, guys. Just letting you know, for those of you watching me tomorrow. But I'm not going to do it on stream. I'm not going to do it on stream, and I'm not going to play anything of it anywhere. So anyway,
It's just gonna be sitting in his library and him going.
yeah.
One day you'll get to play it.
Yeah. But thanks, Kaviex. I believe that was your 3 stories.
It was indeed. So moving over to whoever wants to be next.
I think we finished Sorrel because you basically got onto your one news point and then we moved over.
And then we rambled. Yeah, so it's now your turn, buddy.
Okay, don't you have more?
No, I don't have anything more, yes.
Okay. No worries. Okay, I'm also kind of into... Let's just go for the charity events this period. So first thing is... I'm going to start off with the Humble Monthly Bundle.
Okay.
For people who haven't actually looked at it, it's actually not that bad. And especially if you don't own the games or you want to gift a game to play with a friend, something that couldn't work out really cool. I was in the group for this first monthly bundle, so it still does a good share to charity. You can just go read up. On
What
the
is the Humble monthly bundle?
It's basically like George. You might know the names better, but these little let's say Kickstarter boxes you can buy and stuff where you pay, say, not just by Kickstarter and stuff, but you pay
Loot
10
Crate,
or
I think is what
15
you're going for.
dollars. Yeah, loot crate. That's the word I'm
Loot
looking
crate,
for.
yeah.
We don't have loot crate, so I don't know the terminology. So it's basically a loot crate where you pay them $10 or $15 a month or how long ever, and they send you a loot crate, and you don't know what's in it, so you open it. And that's what they're doing with the monthly bundle. It's basically a bunch of games. You have no idea what you're getting, and you can go tally it up afterwards, and it's good value for money in that. And you'll be super stoked if it was actually a bunch of games that you still needed or wanted to try out at some stage. So this previous month's was Saints Row 4, Besiege, Valkyria Chronicles,
Wow.
Lethal League, Sanctuary RPG, Towerfall Ascension, and Legend of Grimrock 2.
Holy crap! That's
Wow,
a
that's
decent collection of games.
That's a haul. That's a haul. I've been wanting to play Saints Row for ages now. I just couldn't be asked, but now I might actually do it.
Yeah, and that was for $12. And that's
$12.
I didn't actually go to a B, but sure, if you want to go dollars. $12. So, I'm actually thinking I wanted to try it for the first month and see what type of games they release, and if they're going to try and lower the quality as they go on. Because quality on the games in this first pack, I'm happy with it. I want to see month 3, month 4, if it's going to keep on the same level, or if there's going to be more just say indie games or cheap games in there and stuff. I really want to see where they go with it and stuff like that. And if they keep to what they want to do with this, because if they stick to this model, I'll keep you guys informed in say 2 or 3 months. If they stick to it, go for it. Start signing up and getting a lot of cool games for just $12 a month. I don't know in UK terms, because I know your Humble bundle is a bit different there. You also work in pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
George?
Yeah.
Can you quickly go to the Humble bundle site and just see what the monthly costs are there?
For me, it's still just $12, so it would just be PayPal converts it to pounds. So
yeah, okay, so no extra charges like Steam for you there. Cool.
No.
Okay, so on those games and the idea of the loot crate from Humble, what do you guys think?
I'm actually kind of pissed off that I didn't sign up for it, because it showed up twice in my inbox, and while I was on Humble Bundle browsing and seeing what's the weekly bundle, I saw the thing and I looked at it. I'm like, this is interesting. I should remember this. But now the first month is gone.
Yeah, and of course you can't get back to it. You can't say, "Oh, can I have that month's bundle?"
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm going to sign up. I'm definitely going to sign up. It seems like awesome. I mean, $12. That's really cheap for how many games?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So basically, you get one of the previous month, or well, the open game. So if you look at it now, they've got I believe it's Towerfall Ascension is the game you get now. Yes, if you subscribe now, you get Towerfall Ascension from the previous pack, and so I'm guessing that will be their cheapest game in the previous pack, and then you'll get the additional ones. Like the Legend of Grimrock was my sign up bonus as well. So you'll get new games 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new games, and your 7th game will be from the previous month.
I mean, that's pretty damn good. If it's games I already own, I can just give it away on stream.
Yeah.
Yes.
The possibilities are endless.
Yes! I'm going to sign up right after this. No, that's a good idea.
I think
and we are not sponsored.
Humble bundle.
And the only thing with
Humble bundle.
with things like it is, it's kind
How about
of
sending some love that way?
Humble bundle. Come on. You know you wanna. Come
Are you
on.
asking to be sponsored by a charity?
Man, shut up.
I think I'm not trying to play devil's advocate, but you are asking to do that. But no, I think the only thing with it is kind of which is purely because I spend too much money on games and isn't really a problem.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a case of with not knowing what's going to be in them in advance. Say for example, if I had bought that bundle before, I have all but one of those games in that bundle. Like the only one I don't have is Valkyria Chronicles. So in situations like that, I mean, obviously for Zaffa it's fine because, as he said, he can give it away on stream or whatever, which is so you get a secondary use out of them. But for me, it would basically just be kind of I'm just stuck there with kind of 6 other keys that I can't really do anything with. So that's
Throw them my
to
way.
your friends.
Throw them my way. And then I give them away on Steam, and then on stream, and then it's like, this giveaway sponsored by Kaviex.
I guess that is one way to go about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
a
Kevin's
sponsor by
just
stream through.
mentioned, is the Valkyria Chronicles still costs more on Steam than it does at that $12.
Oh yeah,
price.
that's what I mean. It's a rare case where it would be that I own all of them. I was just about to get to that with how even though it was one game I didn't own in that, I still paid less than what the game costs, which is pretty good to pay half price on a game and then get 6 other games for free. You can't really shrug at that deal really, regardless. I could probably sell those keys on G2A even if I didn't want to give them away. I could sell those keys and probably.
But you are gonna give them away, right? You are.
Yes, Zaffa. Yes. Just to not make the 3 angry men in my coffin even angrier.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. That's. I'm up for it. I'm going to sign up for it now. I'm gonna sign up for it now after the stream. Definitely.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna refresh this. See, like that's why I said I have charity things this week. So Rooster Teeth did their extra live stream, 24-hour stream this week,
Yeah.
and up to I just refreshed my page to see what they had at the moment. They've raised $340,000 for the extra life. You can link that, Zaffa, just because I thought it was pertinent because it's something you guys also stream for Extra Life.
Could you send me the link on Steam? I can't touch Skype IM because then you guys will move over. Everybody will move over to the side.
Yes, but I just meant Extra Life. But I just linked the Rooster Teeth one for now, seeing as they're still collecting money at the moment. Which is a really good cause. One of the things I'm very heartless anyway, but one thing I don't like to see is kids suffer because of pay gates. And basically what Extra Life does is they try and help pay those bills that the parents can't pay for the kids with the illnesses, which is super awesome to me because...
Isn't Extra Life mainly a cancer thing? Kids with cancer, I believe?
Well, like Rooster Teeth's, their money goes to their closest kids' hospital in Austin. So it's not just linked to cancer. Their money helps that whole hospital stay alive.
Holy crap, that's amazing. Guys, go check that out. Holy shit.
It's really cool.
Really
and
good cause.
Yeah, and just something I saw on that as well was a tweet from the Extra Life guys, which said they surpassed I think they raised about 6.18 million last year.
Yeah.
They surpassed that with this weekend. So they have 2 months left basically, and so they're growing, and it's a really cool thing to see. I've also supported when I actually watched Zaffa's stream and he was doing it. So do check out when he does his Extra Life streams and see how you can support the kids with whatever you can in those situations, because it is a really phenomenal thing to do.
Yeah, the charity that I support here in Korea specifically is the orphanages in Gwangju. Basically, yeah, getting them to run.
Christmas presents
for the kids. Yeah, Christmas presents for the kids. But Extra Life is amazing, man. For the kids, anything. I would literally like go and say, listen, guys, if we raise for Extra Life, or even for the orphans in Gwangju, if we raise like $500, I'll shave everything.
Don't want a view of everything shaved, though. You can keep some areas.
No, I'm gonna everything that you can see, except for the eyebrows. Eyebrows will have to stay. Yeah. No, everything up here.
Just another thing to mention as well is the people that want to support it but can't do so for financial reasons. Another good way to do it is just through watching the streams that do support it, because even if literally all you're doing is perhaps giving ad revenue to the companies or just boosting up the view account, like say even if you run ad block and you boost up view account, you then get them higher up on the list, which means that they will be seen by more people, and those people might be able to donate or at least raises awareness.
Yes, that is exactly the thing that happened with our charity stream that we did here. We went out and told people, listen, you don't even have to be at your PC to watch this. Just open the web page, mute the sound, and minimize the web page. They need the viewer counts. Last night I hosted a guy who had started off with like 2 viewers when I got in the channel, and before I went to bed it was like at 9 or 10 viewers. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just minimize this. I'm not going to restart my PC or anything, and just keep the viewer counts as high as possible. And that is the best way to help a charity. If you don't have money, if a guy streaming for charity, like Kaviex said, just watch the stream. Or keep it running.
Yeah.
Be a lurker. That's it.
Lurk.
Yeah, no, so, I don't know. I don't see how this can't be a good cause. It's no matter where you are, who you're supporting, as long as you're helping kids, because I'm heartless towards adults that fucked up their life. They can sort themselves out, but kids are still dependent on their parents, and if their parents are unlucky enough to be in a situation where they can't afford special or expensive medicine, but an organization like this can help them, or as you guys help orphanages, just to give them presents so they know they're not alone in the world, it makes the world of difference. And every time you guys stream, even if I'm on stream for that, I still donate, because it's
for kids. Yes. And I know, and we appreciate all the donations. And the amount is... Oh, damn it, Happy Healer isn't here. We've raised like $2,300 in total for that one charity stream. Or the culmination of everything. And that was amazing. And I say thank you again, guys.
Good.
Yeah, thank you again.
It started off really slow, and then suddenly it just picked up and everybody was donating. And that's unluckily the one I missed. I was in the first one where I donated, and then the ones after that where my internet was broken.
Yes. South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where something works now and then. So,
if the wind is blowing in the right direction, it works.
Yes. So do you support South Africa as well for better internet? Awaiting all donations.
And other things too, like power and water and...
No, he means the necessities like internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, on that really cool note of supporting charities and everything, this has come to the end of the stream. So what can we expect basically I'm the only one doing things online this week, aren't I?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
okay.
just go ahead and say, what are you doing this week, Slabwrangle?
I'm gonna try and not work 18 hours a day. Let's start there.
Okay.
So you're not going to try and produce power for us for the next week?
No.
Okay. I'll live with the blackouts, thanks.
I'm not related to that, just by the way. That's got nothing to do with me. I work on ships. I've got nothing to do with what goes on land.
And you Tooway, I'm going the way of the...
Yeah.
Yes, you Tooway? What are you doing this week?
This week...
Designing an emoticon for my channel.
Oh, yes, that should be done in the morning.
Okay.
So, emoticon will be incoming shortly stream. If it's not up by tomorrow, just start harassing me in chat when you
Yes.
see me.
You heard that, Baltus.
Yeah, that will actually get me to actually go, okay, fine, I'll mod, I'll watch, and I'll design. I've got enough screens. So that is one thing that's coming up. A lot of 3D modeling coming up as well. And then basically, I'm basically gonna keep November very chill and quiet. For myself, just do personal work, not focus that much on my company and everything. Because December I'm taking a 3-week holiday to go get the main storyline and everything down for the MMO we're doing and writing, so that we actually get somewhere with that and get it closer to an alpha where if we're at the alpha stage, I'll start talking about it.
More, yeah, you'll start talking about it more. And then Kaviex, our guest, what are you doing this week?
The rest of my week is probably just going to be Fallout 4.
Okay. Are you gonna stream
yeah.
it? Are you gonna stream it at all, or?
I don't know. I'm considering it because I've wanted to get back into streaming, and I might end up streaming a little bits of Dota here and there later in this week. But depending on how
That will most probably be with me. If you stream Dota, I'll be there.
But yeah, so I might give it a little bit of a stream. Yeah, depending if people want to watch it or not. So
Okay, cool. And me
What
tomorrow.
are you doing? Yes.
Tomorrow I'm writing exams. And
Have fun with that.
I really hope I'll be in time for the stream. The stream might start an hour later because it takes 3.5 hours to get here. That means that I'll be in my hometown, not in my apartment, in my hometown, by about 7:45 at night. So I might start an hour later or a little bit later at the most. And I'm going to stream Vampire the Masquerade tomorrow. Basically for the rest of the week, I believe, I'm going to stream Vampire the Masquerade. If I finish it earlier, I'm going to just choose I'm going to choose Malkavian and do the first bit over to see how it differs. And
Yeah.
basically Vampire the Masquerade will be my fallback game for the near future. So if I get fed up with Fallout 4, I'll just switch back to Vampire the Masquerade. And that is more likely to happen, it's more likely than not to happen. And that is basically that. We've reached the end. Thank you to Kaviex for joining us tonight. You might see more of his beautiful, beautiful old face. The old man face he has. For the next couple of RambleCasts, maybe we'll see. And thank you,
Depends how much
Tooway.
people hate me.
Yeah, depends on how much. Yeah, you should start off next time. You should start off with, "Hello, I'm a British person," and then you continue on talking.
I have a top hat. I have a top hat and a suit I can put on if that helps.
There we go.
I'm
And
British,
do
so it's
not
mandatory
forget the
we own one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
do not forget the tea. You have to have your tea ready.
Yes, the tea ready. The questions. Yes, there was a question asked. We have to touch it very quickly. We don't have a lot of time. Gameplay changes throughout the series of a game, like Fable. What do you guys think
Fable
about it?
Fable 1 was good, the rest was shit. No comment.
Fable 2 was good to play with your girlfriend because it wasn't a hard game and non-gamer girls could play it and love it. Fable 3 is shit. So I just moved one on, and that was just because of female intervention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one was good. I think the mechanics in that were pretty solid. 2, it went a little bit lax because it tried to get more fast-paced.
Yeah.
And it kind of lost what made the combat in it quite fun, which was the kind of methodical kind of beating of things. And then 3 just kind of took it to another level, and it just kind of fell apart.
For me, the new Fable game, the one where it's like players versus the Dungeon Master.
To be dead honest, I haven't seen it. It's seriously, as a guy who liked Fable 1, and I read up on Fable 2 and was waiting for it, and then it got into that weird little space. When my brother got Fable 3 and I played it with him, we both, after 15, 20 minutes, went, no. So I missed the news on the new Fable game. I don't know in which direction they will be taking it and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's essentially one guy is a dungeon master, and 3 guys, for example, needs to survive the dungeon. So as they go through the dungeon, the one guy plops down monsters so that they defeat it and everything. It's like a challenge-based thing. I don't think...
Isn't that a new style of game then?
Dungeon, it is. That's why. The whole system of Fable changed. The whole system of Fable changed. It went from an awesome evil or good beat 'em up to a lackluster, maybe evil, maybe good beat 'em up to gold and QTE, and now it's
maybe Peter Molyneux is going through an identity crisis.
Oh, we know that. We know that. But that is basically it, guys. We don't have time for questions at the moment. We rambled a bit too long in the first hour of the show. I'm sorry, but yeah, next time this will be changed a bit.
Basically, I think how we can do it is we'll do the first hour where we do the news articles, then we'll do a rambling after the break for 45 minutes and leave 15 minutes open for questions you guys might have on anything. So we can also go, Fable Heroes, I don't know anything about it. Let me quickly Google it. So we don't have to rush anything as well. Mm-hmm. So we can give decent opinions on it instead of just going, Fable 1, 2, and 3. I didn't even know there's a new Fable game, so sorry about that.
No, I've heard of the Fable Heroes thing, but it's, I don't know. It's... bleh.
No, we'll see. It's one of the topics we'll check out as well.
For the next RambleCast, yes, let's do that. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Tomorrow night, same time, same place. Let me do the normal command here. That's the times that I'll be streaming online. Kaviex is Twitch TV/Dark Donkey.
That would be correct.
Yeah.
So it's basically twitch.tv/
Yes.
Dark Donkey. Dark Donkey. There we go. That's his thing. You could check him out and whatever. And yeah, so until tomorrow night, hopefully, I'm gonna be dead. I've written exams and I've traveled 7 hours in total on a bus. I'm gonna be dead tomorrow, but I'll still be here for you guys. And everybody, thank you for joining me on the RambleCast. Kaviex, Slabwrangle, and Tooway. Always a pleasure having you guys here.
And always a pleasure.
And then we'll see each other later. Have a good one, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks, viewers.
Thanks for watching.
See you later.
Cheers.
Yes.